Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not resonate, because you are the co-creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide, using your free will, the life that you want to create for yourself. Okay, so in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be getting some... It's going to be love messages. It's a combination. So I did some channeled song messages earlier that I typically like to do. And one of my favorite ways to channel is just to get messages through songs. Because, you know, the emotion infused in the notes, the tones, the instruments is so powerful. You get a whole story. But this is going to be self-love messages for you, but also you're going to get advice in regards to any kind of relationships. So if there's romance showing up around your aura, your energy, there was actually a lot about romance for some of you guys, a lot about romantic partners and relationships. Some of the most complicated relationships, I guess, can be the romantic ones. Or if it's just like love in general, family, connections, whatever advice wants to come through. So I just want to let you guys know, Spirit's not playing today. They really have some messages for you guys. They really want you to know how incredible you are. So I'm excited. We're going to have 4 groups to choose from. Please feel free to check out any of the other content on my channel. I do collective channel messages. I have a series called The Wake Up Call. I did a series called Manifesting with the Divine. You can check out my Learn Tarot with Me video. I also have another channel called Shantia's New Chapter, where I talk about more of my personal experiences. Everything is linked below. All right. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate the support. Continue to support the channel by hitting the like and subscribe. I would so appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Hi beautiful souls, welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. So let me go ahead and introduce the groups to you. We have group number 1 with the blue soda light here. We have group number 2 with the green jadeite. We have group number 3 with the spirit quartz. And we have group number 4 with the black obsidian. Let us go ahead and start our meditation. Here's the singing bowl. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely blue soda light, then this is going to be the reading for you. Let's go ahead and get started. So first I will pull energies, meditate with the crystal, unveil your channeled message song, and then I will unveil all of the oracle cards, showing you the perspective using my iPhone. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Guys, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. I feel like I'm picking up the energy of someone standing along, someone standing aside for like at a dance club or something, and they were just like dancing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get further into this energy. I don't know. It was very soft, so I wasn't really getting too much. Perhaps you're in a place right now where that's where you feel most comfortable right now, is attending more to your own needs, or like dancing with yourself in a sense, or learning how to dance with yourself, whatever that might mean for you. Learning how to dance by yourself, as opposed to, you know, feeling like you need a dance partner. There might be something about that coming through for you. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Yeah, there's something about your own independent light and movement, or you figuring out the movement. But I keep getting this very sweet and endearing energy that keeps coming through. I feel like this is what they want you to partake in. It's like, it gives me this energy of, I don't know why the frogs are so loud today. I was like, it must be like the weather. I know it's spring. I'm like, I just like noticed it. It makes me like feel like it's summer. Yeah, frogs. The seasons are changing. I think you're in a season of your life where things are changing, or you're getting to really know yourself more fully. Yeah, but I'm just getting this energy of if you've ever seen a kid dance, like a kid dance by themselves, or it was reminding me of like a toddler. There's something like sweet, innocent about the energy, but something about like just dancing by themselves. Like they're not self-conscious. They're not thinking about. They're just doing whatever feels good. And I think that's kind of what the guides want you to do, is like do what feels good for you right now. And I think that is important for us to remember, because with all of what happens in society and other people's opinions sometimes that weigh on us, the way that we're raised, it's easy to forget what feeling good felt like. And I think there's just something about like, let yourself dance, let yourself feel good again, or get back into that rhythm again, your rhythm, so that you know what you want moving forward, and like knowing who you are. So to me, this takes me to the energy of like someone when they're in this place where they're wanting to understand their own individuality, and to embody that. And I think a lot of women, sometimes they commit so much to relationships, like they devote so much to relationships, they get to this point where they're like, who am I? Like why was this relationship dominating so much of my understanding of life and what I'm interested in doing and what I want to do and who I am? So there's something about like homecoming, coming back to yourself again, that I feel like the guides are wanting you to pursue, so you just get more in tune here. Okay, let's see what the blue sodalite. So I love that you guys got the blue sodalite. Let me meditate on it for a minute. Let's see what wants to come through here. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing like a dancing flower petals and like wings, and I'm getting this energy of what's her name? Sorry, I just gotta adjust this light. Fairy dust. Peter Pan and what's her name? What's the fairy who starts with a T? Trixie Tree. It was Tinkerbell. So I think you guys you're needing to feel your fairy dust, or to feel like magic exists again, essentially, and to get tapped into your magic. So this gives me this energy of sort of adolescence. When young girls just feel like their world is their oyster in a sense, and they feel like, I'm young and there's possibilities, before maybe heartbreak happens or disappointment happens. You can revert back to that. It's an energy. It's not an age. It's an energy. It's a frequency. And what ages you is your thoughts. It's the way you think about yourself. It's the way you see yourself. When people say, I'm getting old, but they're referring to, I'm getting old, I feel tired and weighed down by life, they're aging themselves, basically. Like the way that you talk about yourself, the way that you think about yourself. So I feel like they're really wanting you to replenish yourself with that self-love and nourish yourself. Okay, so I'm happy you guys got the blue sodalite. I haven't seen this one in a minute, but this is such a nourishing and sweet crystal. Such a nourishing and sweet crystal. Let's see if I point the lights right. Let's see if I can see anything. Yeah, if you guys feel like you're very good at getting in tune with your imaginative inner world, I feel like they're wanting you to enrich your inner world and get lost in that and listen, because there's so much. It's like if you're looking for guidance, guidance, God to talk to you, it's people, the thing is, you won't get the guidance, one, if you don't stop, pause, and listen, and two, if you're not ready for it. So sometimes the guidance doesn't come because some part of this can't accept the reality of it. So I feel like you guys getting in tune more with more of that guidance available to you would be necessary. Okay, I'm seeing a face here. It kind of looks like my vision. I don't know what it was. It felt like a dancing mascot, very comforting and warm. So there's something about getting cozy, warm. I don't know if it's someone else here. I couldn't tell. That was the thing about the energy. I feel like it was mostly you, but there's definitely something here. Someone here I'm seeing. I think there is someone in your life or around your aura here. Their face is huge. So it's like they play a significant role in your life. Comfort. I'm getting a sense of comfort. We'll see what else wants to come through. Well, I'm seeing a lot of energies. I'm seeing a dog, a baby, and a woman. The woman feels like, could be your higher self. Like, it feels like a higher self ethereal energy. Like she's trying to give you guidance or she's trying to talk to you. It's your inner child as well. So there's something about nourishing your inner child. So I think your higher self is trying to give you guidance to help you nourish your inner child. So you don't feel so isolated or alone, or it's like, I feel like you guys are needing to wake up that inner child, that pixie dust, that Peter Pan energy. It's like, feel like life is magical again. And if you have a dog, play your dog. Your dog is also your spirit guide. Yeah. Or your guide, one of your guides here. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what wants to come through for your channeled message. Okay, so your channeled song message. You guys did get that one. Okay. You guys got Take Me to the River by Al Green. Okay, let's go ahead and look it up. The lyrics. Yeah, so I actually got this song once in a reading months ago. And I thought it had a really beautiful message that wanted to come through. And then when I listened to it again and I looked at the lyrics again, a different kind of energy sort of came through that I didn't see before. So the song is basically about baptism. Something about wanting to go to the river, right? Something about wanting to go to the river, something about wanting to feel replenished as well. There is relationship dynamic, and you're about to hear it in the lyrics. I don't know why I love her like I do. All the changes you put me through. Take my money, my cigarettes. I haven't seen the worst of it yet. I want to know that you'll tell me I love to stay. Take me to the river. Drop me in the river water. Take me to the river. Dip me in the water. Washing me down, washing me down. I don't know why you treat me so bad. Think of all the things we could have had. Love is an ocean that I can't forget. My sweet 16 I would never regret. I want to know that you'll tell me I love to stay. Take me to the river. Drop me in the water. Push me in the river. Dip me in the water. Washing me down, washing me. Hug me, squeeze me, love me, tease me, till I can't take it no more of it. Okay, repeats the lyrics. Yeah. So the last lyric they had it in my Spotify lyrics, but this one they didn't have it. The last lyric was feeling good. It ended on feeling good. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss what I picked up intuitively from the song. So we have surrender. Give it to God. So there might be some of you there is someone who's dominating like your life right now in terms of like how you're wanting to feel about yourself. I'm getting from this vibe and this energy and what your guides are kind of telling you is you are worthy of better treatment, and you know this, which is why you're asking to be taken to the river. You want that reset, that refresh. So if you feel like you're currently in a conflict when it comes to relationship, I would say surrender and give it to God or give it to source, and stop trying to figure it out. But I think more than anything, you need to be replenished. It's like, this is about you, right? So I was seeing someone dance by themselves and just like go with the flow. So something about water and nourishment, going with the flow and finding your own rhythm again. So it feels as if someone isn't reciprocating your affection, or it's just not to the degree that it can be for it to be healthy. Cleanse, reset, feel good. What did I write? Let it go and it gets better. Yeah. So I feel like I'm being told for you guys, if you let it go, it's going to get better. If you let it go, it's going to get better. That's what you need. You need nourishment for yourself. You need to replenish so that you feel good. And moving forward, if you are looking for any kind of connections, you'll be able to manifest something that's more in alignment with like your healthy nature. Sometimes relationships just can, they take so much, right? You feel like, perhaps some of you feel like this person took so much from you, right? But that you have to also take accountability for, I was giving this to them too. I was giving it to them. Perhaps ask yourself, why do I feel like I have to just keep give until I have very little of myself, or little for myself here? We're supposed to take care of ourselves. We're self-sufficient beings. So it's like, give to yourself. If your cup overfloweth, then see where, if you want to give to someone else too. Okay, so let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Wow, the first card you got was a cross. The gift of dance. All right. Okay, I was channeling that. We got magic manifesting. So this is your personal self-love advice, empowerment. Yeah. Let me go ahead and zoom out so you can see that better. And then down here is relationship-specific advice. We have here mentor. We have here Taurus. We have here co-creation and pathway. Okay. Right. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh, I gotta. It's kind of crooked, the way the camera's sitting. There we go. Okay. Great. So as far as, yes, what did I say? I said give it to God. We have here cross, sacrifice, down for the cause, release, surrender. So maybe some of you felt like you were sacrificing. I don't believe in sacrifice. I know this has it written down here, and it's like what we give. Maybe you just have this nature about yourself where you are about sacrifice, but we're not here to sacrifice to other people. We're here to give it to God, so God can take care of us and nourish us. Here, we're not here to be punished. I think some people have a very interesting interpretation of God sometimes, or just life in general, where they feel like they have to sacrifice. I'm like, you should be feeling healthy. You should be good. Like, your relationship should be giving you that energy back. But that martyrdom, though, that's about feeling like you have to give or sacrifice sometimes. So just watch for that energy with this 9 Pisces. Yeah, I was feeling that water, and we had that Al Green take me to the river. So it's about your emotions, okay? And we had the blue sodalite. This is about your emotions, your nourishment, you looking inwardly to yourself and being like, am I attuned? Am I good? Am I feeling okay? That's what's first and foremost. Now, another way this can be interpreted as well is if you have this strong devotion, the strong compassion for people, and you want to love, it would be better first devoted to yourself, and then second to a cause. So it's like wanting to help or give. So make sure absolutely to be giving something that gives to you back. Like it makes you so happy to give, to just like, but again, you want to make sure your cup is overflowing. So with this gift of dance, Aura Chakra 31, I most definitely feel like they want you to flow with the rhythm of life, the gift of dance. This dancing can help to heal all of your chakras. It can balance all of it. This is about feeling free in yourself, feeling attuned. You know, you guys have such a beautiful radiant energy that wants to come out of you. This is what they're saying. It's like your aura is so beautiful when you are replenished, when you are taking care of yourself. Like, life is good, you're magnetic. And if you have that concern or fear of like, oh, you know, I would like to be in a relationship, I'm telling you, when you start really feeding yourself first in the way that needs to be done, you won't need to seek it from an outside source, but the outside source will mirror your inner reality about how you already feel about yourself. With this Isis magic manifesting, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming a reality. Stay focused. Okay, so I feel like you guys are in a place now where you're ready to dance to your own rhythm, right? With this empowerment energy, I think you're ready to kind of create more of the life that you want for yourself, independently. Some of you have been doing that work, so just watch for that. I think some of you, that song had an interesting message. That might be something you've come out of, and you're in a place where you're like, all right, it's time for me to be empowered to follow my own path. Do it. They're saying this is leading you in the right direction, so keep following that. So we have here mentor. So I think maybe there might be a mentor coming up towards you. This might be where you want to be focusing your attention and your energy, whether it's you being the mentor or someone mentoring you. It says you're passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. I feel like you're in a place where you're learning something, but if you feel like you are at that place where you're ready to teach someone else something as well, then perhaps you're the mentor giving guidance to other people. You're in a place right now where I think they really want you to focus more on your dharma. Let's not call it career, because that's not really what we're here to do. It's like, it's not about the career or the job. Your dharma is being activated here, where you're being asked to put focused energy into building or creating something. We have co-creation, Spider-Woman, and we have Taurus. So this is something that you're going to manifest into reality, into physical existence. You're finding your pathway here, 35. So the main advice here is like, focus on your dreams, your goals, your pathway. It's going to lead you down a path that you will not regret. You know, this is showing you the way, showing your light, and most definitely showing you how powerful you are and have always been. And you have this ability to co-create with the universe, kind of whatever it is that you want. But most definitely, the universe is granting you a lot of creative energy to make things real in this reality. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some cards. I think this is really beautiful. Yeah, there's some sensual creative energy. Even that gift of dance, it's like sensual creative energy. Even this empowerment, like, she looks very sensual and attractive. I think there's some sensual creative energy that wants to be expressed from you at this point in time. So I think this is exciting. I gotta pull the cards this way. They're like way over there, and I'm like, I'm over here trying to be in the center of the camera. So 8, 4, 12, that adds up to 3. Yes, so there's progress, there's movement happening in your life. You have 3 3s in your reading. So there's progress being being experienced in your life right now. You know, if you feel like you've been on pause, now's the time for you to focus and like get to work creating the life that you want. Yeah, and you also have 2 8s, 5 and 3, 35 pathway adds up to 8. We have an 8 here. And we also have a 4. So I think stability, prosperity, abundance wants to come towards you right now. So they're just kind of telling you to focus on that. Okay. All right, guys, what would you like to let this group know in regards to this self-love reading? The Magician wanted to come out right away. Let's go ahead and take that. We have your Knight of Pentacles also wanted to pop out. And I think the Death card too, but I already shuffled, so oh well. Okay. What would you like to give this group clarity on here for this reading? Yeah, we have the Emperor. Okay, and clarify the Emperor. That feels like the mentor right there. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so they want you to know that you're in a place where when it comes to your resources, there's an opportunity for you to work with someone here. So this could also be you too, but I feel like because we have the Ace of Pentacles and this is usually an offering of some sort, a blessing coming towards you, I feel like this person is offering you an opportunity to create more abundance and stability in your life here. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's also my Taurus energy. So think about Taurus. Taurus is about consistent work and energy and effort, ability to manifest things into reality. Taurus energy is all about comfort. So I feel like this is going to afford you an opportunity to physically live like comfortably, with your expectations met. You know, this is something that you have been manifesting. here, and your guides have been guiding you towards this as well to manifest this experience into reality. So just follow that guidance. You guys are getting so much. You have most definitely a wonderful spirit team who's here to support your dreams, support your goals, because they want you to thrive. When you thrive, so does the entire world. Like you raise the frequency on this earth here, so they absolutely are calling for you to thrive. Okay, let's see what advice they have for you, and then we'll probably end the reading. Advice you have for group number 1, please. Okay, we have here King of Pentacles. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, Emperor almost wanted to slip out again. Go ahead and clarify that King of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are definitely bringing abundance towards you. Clarify that King of Pentacles. We have here the Four of Cups. Yep. Clarify that Four of Wands. We have here Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, I see you guys. Group number 1. So we have the King of Pentacles here. So there is definitely an opportunity coming towards you. We have here a Four of Cups. So this may be something you're not expecting, right? So you maybe you didn't sign up for this. You didn't sign up for this exactly, or perhaps you. How do opportunities like this come to? Honestly, it's the universe. The universe is magical. I feel like you guys have followed some kind of guidance. Like, we'll see what the guidance is, but they just want you to be open to the opportunity that's coming towards you here. They want you to be receptive here. Four of Cups. Sometimes Four of Cups is like when we're not receptive, but in my readings, it's been representing like an opportunity out of the blue. Like, you're just not expecting it here. But this is coming from someone who is good with their pentacles here, someone who has already created success and prosperity in their reality here. This person could even be a Taurus here. We have your mentor Taurus, so this person could be a Taurus. Taurus for sure. And they're here to co-create with you to create your dream. So you are the fertile one. You know, I was on this wonderful walk today, and I was thinking about all the elements, and I'm like, dang, we need all of the elements. I'm like, without pentacles, we would not be able to experience anything in this physical reality. As much as we like to give props to the other queens and kings, I gotta say, without this group of people, you would not be able to experience it in this physical reality. It would just be a dream. It would just be an idea, a feeling, a thought, but it wouldn't be a physical reality. These people get it done. So you're most definitely in a place where you are feeling ready to get it done, do the work. I think this person most definitely sees and recognizes your empowerment. So this would be, you know, it depends on where you're at in your journey of creativity. But look, on my channel, the people who are here who arrive at these pick a card readings, you guys are gifted, you guys are talented, you guys are skilled, you guys are smart here. And it's not even because you're so special. You know, I know sometimes people feel like I have to be so special. You don't have to be so special. Every single one of us has our own unique special traits. You just have to recognize where you're resourceful here. That's why I always tell people, follow your dreams, because the things that you already feel inclined towards, you don't have to force yourself to do the work. You're going to obsess about it. You're going to put in the work naturally, and things are going to manifest quickly. How do we manifest? We listen to the guidance, we follow the guidance, we follow the inspired action, and that follows up with a outcome of some sort here. And the inspired action comes from us being just inspired. How do we feel inspiration? We have to put things into action here. Yeah. Four of Wands, so that's your soul tribe here. Your soul tribe, your people, your soul tribe, your people. These are people, team of people who are reliable, who are consistent, who are hardworking. Okay, final piece of advice for this group. You got Uranus, Sagittarius in the 5th house. Yeah, so definitely this is about individuality and self-expression. And we have your Sagittarius here, and it's the fire sign, very lit, very inspired. We were just talking about that. So now is your time for you to follow your inspiration to the 10th power. Please, please. There are changes happening there. Uranus is my intellectual genius. So you guys most definitely are getting the ideas. You guys are shining right now. To me, with this gift of dance, aura chakra, it's like you can just be dancing by yourself and you look attractive, okay? You look like you're having the most fun. You know how you see people just dancing by themselves and you're like, I want to have what that guy's having. He looks like he's having the funnest time. And that's most definitely how I'm feeling about this group. I feel like you're just dancing by yourself, feeling confident about you. Where do we get this power, this confidence? It's you. You're the confidence. It's you feeding your soul, you feeding your spirit. That's what's doing this. Uranus in Sagittarius in the 5th house. Self-expression, individuality. What are you feeling called to do and create? That's the thing. So most definitely they're emphasizing the importance of trust in regards to working with this mentor. So whatever you feel called to do, it looks like it would be great for you to have a mentor, or you could even be hiring a mentor as well, someone to help you out if you feel inspired to do it. Don't force anything. I'm telling you, the universe will guide you and show you the way. But if you feel called to, it looks like the opportunity is coming towards you, right? But for you guys, if you've been putting your dreams, your desires, your ideas on hold, now's the time for you to put it out on some kind of platform, right? Uranus could also be like the internet, Aquarius energy, the internet and network, put yourself out there, I want to give you guys one final piece of advice for this group. Okay, that was the 2 of Cups. Almost wanted to pop out. I knew it. I thought it was coming. You guys are in a very magnetic place here. Queen of Cups. Sorry. Queen of Wands. Where is this clear? Queen of Wands and then Knight of Cups. Here. The offer is coming to you. The invitation is coming to you by you just being your magnetic, awesome self. That's what they want you to do. I wasn't getting any like heavy love energy, but I have to say with this kind of magnetism, there's most definitely an ability and an opportunity to pull that towards you. Okay? Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. All you need to do is sit on your throne, creating your magical world, and sharing your pixie dust with everyone. And that's when people are just going to show up around you. Here. Believe in your magic. Go out there, be an inspiration. You want to inspire people? You want to light your fire? You want to light their fire? Go do it. Go do it. Trust in your creative instincts. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this green jadeite, then this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and pull energies, then I will meditate with the crystal. I will then unveil your channeled song message, and then unveil the oracle cards using the perspective from my phone. Okay. Guides, dial me and see the energies of group number 2. Did I say you're group number 2? Hopefully. I don't know. Group number 2. Let's see. Okay, so I was definitely seeing antennas, and I was seeing a ladybug. I don't remember what ladybugs represent, the symbology of them, but I mean, think of it, it's a ladybug, right? I think they mean good luck, actually. Yeah, something about good luck. Yeah, so maybe there's some like good luck coming towards you. With the antennas being emphasized, I feel like the antennas are supposed to represent the importance of you listening. So that's like our main thing. I mean, I say it all the time, but it really is like one of the first steps to being able to live a life of abundance is being able to receive the guidance. So I think you guys have your antennas up, which means perhaps you're learning how to trust yourself when it comes to getting in tune with messages and what's available to you. And you're in a place now where you're manifesting like luck, prosperity, abundance into your life. So this is really exciting. I think you're entering into a very receptive state. Most definitely do that. Ladybugs, I mean, they're pretty. They're bright red. They have spots on them. So to me, they stand out. So I think in this sense, the polka dots can represent someone who stands out, is willing to be their own unique weird self. It's like either you got stripes like a zebra or you got spots. It doesn't matter. It's like you doing your thing is what's working out for you. Trusting your own guidance, trusting your own path. Keep listening to that, because I know sometimes when we get on this path to surrendering and listening to guidance, it feels like you're doing something wrong, or people don't, like, you want to prove something to people or persuade them, but most definitely don't do that. Just focus on you. Just focus on you and what you're doing. Okay, let's see what I can get with the green jadeite here. Okay. So I got an energy of like safety and comfort. I was seeing, it almost felt like hands coming in to like grasp each other like that to comfortably, like protection. So I think there's something about you're protected, you're taken care of. So if this is something that you've questioned, and maybe you're in a place where you just kind of feel like you're alone sometimes and you're having to figure it out alone, or you feel like you're having to figure it out alone, just know that rest assured you are not alone. It's impossible for us to be alone. There's just energy all over us. We can't see it. But you guys are being very protected. I feel like your pathway is very divinely protected. You're very protected. So just know that if there are some choices that you're needing to make moving forward, just like rest assured into that energy of like, I'm taken care of, I'm loved. Feel that. You know, it is very interesting. I guess I was like pausing for a second because I've been reading Carolyn's Miss Entering to the Castle book, and she's like saying something about, you know, people think they're protected, or they feel like God is trying to be nice to them all the time. And I mean, the book was written that was some time ago. Not gonna lie. And she does come from a Catholic background. It's kind of old school religion, but what my guides do teach me is that some of us, I don't know if it's like a chosen, I don't know yet. You know, I don't even know. I just feel it. So I think for some of you, you guys just feel it. You feel safe. You feel protected. You feel guided. And it's just me trusting that feeling that's gotten me to where I'm at today, you know, being able to create some more peace in my life. So I feel like that's the message I want to send to you, group number 2. Okay, let's see if I can see anything. Oh, that's sweet. I feel like I'm seeing like a baby cub, like a baby tiger. I feel like that's how your guides see you. It's so interesting. The last group too, I feel like their guides were telling me how they saw them. This is a self-love reading. They want you to know the nature of self-love. Huh. So have you ever had that feeling? So it's so funny. The other day I was talking to my sister. She was having some conflicts about like needing to meet other people's expectations. And I was like, what do you want your son to know about love? And she's like, oh, I want him to know, you know, acceptance, just be yourself. And I'm like, what happened there? How come when you talk about your son, you're like, oh yeah, just you're taken care of, you're loved by the world, just trust yourself, surround yourself with good people. But when it comes to you, it's hard all of a sudden. What happened? What's going on? And it's just, it's a part of programming, but it's something we have to remind ourselves of. It's like even though you grew up, like you became like an adult and whatnot, you're still a child of God. You're a child of divine. You're still a child. You know, we like to pretend we know what's going on. We like to because maybe it gives us some self-assurance at times, but we don't have a clue, and that's okay. It's like being okay with uncertainty, being okay with not knowing, being okay with being wrong sometimes, being okay with not getting it perfect, not getting it, you know, just like kind of getting it maybe, like being okay with all of those fluctuations. I feel like your guides want you to be a lot more forgiving and easygoing with yourself and allow yourself to make mistakes, right? Kind of like this cub here. It's like allow yourself to be a cub, like playful, make mistakes, enjoy life. I'm telling you, my guides are always telling me like we carry so much. It's crazy. It's crazy to me now, but before it was like, no, that's responsibility. And now it's just like, no, oh my gosh, why are we carrying that weight? Why are we trying to figure it out? We're not here to solve our problems. We're just here to enact the solutions. We're not here to solve them. We are supposed to listen to guidance. That's why we keep running into walls. That's why we keep getting into relationships that don't serve us, or doing like shackling ourselves to careers or jobs that don't fulfill us, or, you know, we're we're so disconnected from understanding what actual fulfillment is, because we don't see ourselves as a child of the divine. We forget that. It's like we're supposed to always listen to the guidance, because sometimes, you know, the universe is telling you do this, and then you enter into a different season of your life where it's like, do this, but then you're holding on to what you were doing before, and it's like, no, that's not going to work anymore. It's time. The seasons have changed. It's time to move on, and we're trying to guide you with the flow, right? Like, I was looking at the ocean today, and the tides were coming in and going out, and the tides came in. I was like walking alongside these rocks, and I had to like climb over so I didn't get my shoes wet. Because it's very rocky. You don't want to walk bare feet on that. It's risky. Oops, sorry. But I was walking alongside, and the tides came in so quick. It's so quick. That's how energy is. It moves so quick. Abundance, it can just show up like that. Nourishment, abundance, opportunity. Though I have to say, abundance does take time to grow, because the water will nourish the plants, but the seeds have to catch it, and they have to grow, and they have to create a network underneath, and blah blah blah. So I don't know, I was meditating on all of that today. Thank you for listening. But you're a baby cub, here to be taken care of, okay? You're only here to enact, to follow the inspired action. You don't have to put that pressure on yourself to like, I need to do it this way, or get it this way, or get it right, or no, you never needed to get it right the first time or the second, third, never. What does that even mean? Okay. Yeah. I feel like step out, trust. I'm getting this energy of like you being seen. I'm getting this like peacock energy as well, being seen, shining. And watching for those inner childhood wounds that come up. Those fears that you had maybe when you were a kid. It's the thing is we kind of solidify them in our psyche as a kid, because, you know, that's the nature of our mind. But you have to transcend it. Like, it's our job to be aware and be like, oh, this is my childhood fear. It's not me. And I don't have to do anything with this fear. Okay. Let's go ahead and unveil your cards. Okay. So you guys got the song Say My Name. Ooh. We gotta talk. So this song is Say My Name by Odessa featuring Zyra. That's the vocal artist. Odessa is a electronic dance group. So here are the lyrics. I want to go, so what you say, when you gonna let me know if you give a damn about me, cause you got my hands. Yeah, the guides didn't hold back for this song choice, because you got my hands tied. In my defense, I always fall for confidence, and your compliments look good on me, because nobody knows it better than the girl in the corner with the scarlet letter. And while you're watching, you may think that she doesn't matter, but no one knows you better, oh yeah. I want to dance with you. So take a chance, oh yeah. I want to dance with you. So take a chance, oh yeah. I need a sign or signal. I've overthought everything I can think of into symbol. I need the coat and your jacket and the remnants of your cigarette packet. I want to go, so what do you say? When you gonna let me know? If you give a damn about me, because you got my hands tied. Okay. Because nobody knows it better than the girl in the corner with the scarlet letter. I want to dance with you. So take a chance, oh yeah. I want to dance, oh yeah. Okay. So, you know what? It's funny about that song. Originally, when I chose that song, I chose it because I thought it was about dancing, which I love doing. And I love songs that are about dancing, but I realized, whoa, that's a little different than that was more intense than I was thinking. So the title of the song is Say My Name, and it takes me back to the Destiny Child song, Say My Name. It's basically about infidelity. It's about when someone doesn't recognize you. They don't say, hey, you are special. You're someone important here. You're someone worth my time, attention, energy. Say my name, right? When someone says your name, they're acknowledging you. So I think in this connection, there's a connection around you. Perhaps it could have been a romantic partnership, or it could have been like a parent, perhaps, where you wanted someone to acknowledge you and they weren't, right? And admittingly, the lyricist The vocal artist says in the song, I always fall for confidence. Confidence. So what this actually reminded me of was the dynamic between Kwame and Chelsea, if you guys have seen Love is Blind. But he does not give me good vibes. It's just, I just feel that all up in there. But Chelsea is so determined to like make this work. She's like, I want to dance with you. You're my person. I like your confidence. I like your energy. You know, she's so infatuated with him that she can't see that he doesn't feel the same. She's not letting it sink in. So just be aware if there are any kind of connections around you. They're telling you that, honestly, straight up, you are worthy of more here. If this person is making it so hard, I wrote here, if it's that complicated, like you need this from them, you need that from them. If they're not just kind of giving it to you and you have to work so hard for acknowledgement, it's not your person, probably. Or you're going the path of resistance. So there's a reason why it's complicated. It's like, you know how people say it's complicated? Why is it complicated? It doesn't need to be complicated. Life is simple. We're simple people. Why is it complicated? Because the mind is complicated. And the mind will complicate it. It always will. So I feel like this is about acknowledging the truth of any kind of reality of how relationships are showing up for you right now. And understanding, is this really healthy? So they're needing you to reflect and think about, are you in healthy connections right now? Or are you also fully acknowledging the truth of like what you're worthy of being treated like? If anything, you know, if you're not in this complex relationship, maybe they just want you to acknowledge your worthiness even more. Okay, so let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. So these are self-love messages. Okay. And these are relationship messages. Oh, there it is. Okay, so group number 2, I gotta say, this is interesting. This is interesting. Y'all got sadder. Okay, so I think you're in a place, maybe you're feeling some kind of uncertainty, maybe about your own personal path, or maybe about this connection here. You're feeling some kind of uncertainty. You're being asked to listen to your own heart here. Ritual, healing connection, heart chakra, number 16. Heal the connection to yourself first. Sometimes, why do we feel disconnected? Sometimes we want to say that people are disconnecting from us, but usually people are mirroring our inner reality. And sometimes we chose that person at one point, they resonated with us because that was our level of worthiness. And then maybe we evolved and we're like, oh, actually, I deserve more. And you're wanting that from that person, but they can't give it to you, right? So it could be a combination of those things. With this Radha Soul Flame, recover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So I feel like there is healing that needs to be done. They're definitely emphasizing that around relationships, or at least around your mental construction of how you see relationships. They're just wanting you to be very aware that there's a part of yourself that needs to be, or can be, a lot more acknowledged so that healthier partnerships and connections can come into your life here. Can come into your life. So yeah, maybe part of the fear or the childhood trauma was not being acknowledged, right? So maybe that played out in certain connections, or maybe that played out in certain connections. Soul Flame. With this Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So you guys most definitely have lots of support around you. There's infinite abundance. So there's a lot of abundance that wants to show up in your life in all areas. I think they're really emphasizing the importance of you focusing on your dreams. And they want you to know that what you dream of, what you desire of in a relationship is not far-fetched. I don't know if you guys have some crazy expectations, but I'm getting that the raise your standards is what they're wanting you to do for this group. Raise your standards. Ask for your dreams to be met in your heart. In your heart here. Some of you may need to take a walk out into nature. It's so funny that I kept talking about that. And this woman is by the water and this woman's out in the woods. I think maybe taking out a walk in nature and reconnecting with the earth might be something that's a very healing experience for you to feel a lot more grounded, and release that energy from your body. So interesting, we do have a main male here. So I feel like there might be someone significant around your energy currently. We have your Saturn. Saturn's usually about stability and assurance. I think, if anything, this is the type of energy they're wanting you to acknowledge when it comes to a partnership. So it's not like the fear of someone not being supportive of you. You want someone who's confident in the relationship and being stable. So what was interesting in Love is Blind, Kwame, even though he comes off as quite confident, he's not confident about the relationship, nor is he consistent or stable when it comes to what he talks about when it comes to Chelsea. He kept coming up with a million reasons why their relationship shouldn't work. That's not someone you want to lean on, right? You want this person to be your anchor. You want them to be your rock. If they're not certain about being in a connection or relationship, then that's not going to give you the reassurance that you need. So that's a really good time to kind of like reset, pull back, and just like get centered and be like, okay, what feels good to me? You know, is this relationship or this connection creating more consternation? Am I creating these inner fears within myself that need to be more acknowledged and I need to heal more of a connection to myself? Or is this person aligning with what I feel is in alignment with my dreams? Like, are they aligning with my dreams? Are they aligning with my pathway? Do we share a vision together? So those are things to consider. Yeah, we have your assurance, Saturn. Most likely, that's the type of partner I think they want you to be open to. And with this child eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So that might be a quality, I think, for sure to look for in a person as well. But with this child eternal, again, I was talking about that child divine energy. It's coming through very strongly in your reading. Is if we want to get into healthy partnerships, sometimes we have to see things with fresh eyes. Sometimes if we're so caught up in our own pain and difficulties that have happened, it's hard for us to see a good thing when it comes. So if a good thing is coming towards you, what they're asking you to do, most definitely heal that connection with your heart, open your heart, and be open to possibilities and what can be created here. So let's go ahead and get some clarifications. I'm going to get a clarification for the main male here. Can I get a clarification for the main male, please? We have here Four of Wands. We have here Ten of Cups. And we have here Five of Swords. Okay. And clarify the Five of Swords, please. Hierophant. Interesting. Okay, so right away, we kind of have some kind of conflict showing up when it comes to commitment and family here. So that might be the thing that you're, there may be a disconnect with maybe someone that you're currently dating or someone you were with in a relationship in the past. Is there is a lack of commitment, or there is a disconnect here with this Five of Swords. It's like when we agree to disagree, it's like we're not on the same page. And Kwame and Chelsea they kept trying to get on this. She kept trying to get him onto the same page as her. He kept getting on and off. So that might be something you want to be paying attention to if this person is on the same page to you when it comes to commitment. Clearly, commitment is very heavy in your reading here with the Hierophant, Ten of Cups, and the Four of Wands. This is all about creating a family together. That's the type of person they want you to be aligned with. If there's someone possibly showing up in your energy soon, this is what I think they can offer you, and they just want you to be aware of that. Here, it's like, this person committed to you? Are they committed to the same vision as you? Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time because you are worthy of more, and you're worthy of someone who gives you that acknowledgement. If you have to keep convincing them, you know, you're kind of wearing out your own energy. Okay, so what's the advice for this group when it comes to relationships here? Okay, we have here healing. Tell us more. And we have here the Six of Wands. Okay. Let me clarify this Six of Wands. I'll clarify both of these. I think healing is definitely the emphasis here. Clarify the Six of Wands, please. We have your Seven of Wands. Okay. And clarify the Ten of Swords. Three of Cups. Okay. So you are healing relationship connections right now. That's what's happening around your energy. So with this Six of Wands here, to me, that's emphasizing sometimes how we feel, other people feel about us. This is the advice. So in spite of what other people have to think about your partnership or connection, it seems like there's like a reputation and energy of like multiple people around you here. They need you to trust yourself. That's the most important. No one can tell you how you're supposed to live your life. They need you to trust yourself. With the Seven of Wands energy, it's like if you have to go against the grain, if people don't understand what you're choosing to do in connections or your relationship, you do what's right for you because you need to heal here with the Ten of Swords. There may be some fears or anxiety around how other people perceive your current relationship right now. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion about what you want to do, but you're feeling it, right? You're feeling this urge to focus on something or desire to go a different route. So Ten of Swords is about endings. So you might be called to right now in a current connection, if you're feeling really aligned with it, end it, right? So you can heal. And this is important. This is why endings are important. It's like that we can't fully heal unless we end things sometimes. And sometimes people want to know, why are we, it's like, why do we have to end it in order for it? You need to heal. You need to heal. Even if you were to return back to the connection at a different point in time, you need to heal, right? Because you're exhausting your resources otherwise. Okay. Guidance for this group. We have here Eight of Wands. And we have here Two of Swords. Came out reverse, kind of. I don't really read reversals, but sometimes I do notice them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn my phone off. So you're overthinking. You're overthinking something. I think that's why they want you to be the child eternal. And that's why they wanted me to give you that story about, trusting the divine and being attuned. It's hard for us to make clear decisions if we're in our head, because our head doesn't have our own best interest when it comes to our spirit. Our head's trying to keep us safe in terms of like survival, but your head also keeps you in survival mode. It doesn't help you thrive, right? Because there's so many fears that come up. Like the head will think of every fear that you could think of. It's like, So there might be, okay, I feel like you're being called to make some kind of decision and you're overthinking about what needs to be done here. Advice for this group, guides. We have here Uranus second house in Virgo. Okay, that's about stability, change. Okay. I don't know, maybe there's some fear about finances or stability. Can you clarify that Uranus in Virgo in the second house? That's usually about security. We hear the Hierophant. It came out reverse again. Tell us more. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that's about money, work, or in your environment. Tell us more. You have the King of Swords. Okay. So I think you're trying to think of a solution or a practical solution to how you can best move forward with the right decision here. Okay, can you tell us more about advice for this group, guys? We have here the Hangman. Surrender. Give it to God. Give it a source. Tell us more about the Hangman advice here. Yeah, I think there's some fear because Saturn can put a lot of fears as well. Like that. You got the Empress. You need to heal. Like, this is about you focusing on your energy and making sure you're healing and making sure you're doing what's right for you. With that Empress energy. Self-care. It's about self-care. Tell us more about the Empress, please. Even Virgo's about healing. And we have your Two of Cups. Okay, tell us more about the... I have too many cards out. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Can you tell us more about the Two of Cups, please? Yeah, there might be some fear around maybe your financial situation currently. That's what you're wanting more assurance in here. I feel like the assurance is going to show up for you. So focus on you, focus on your dreams, focus on what you're wanting to create. That's important. We have the Ace of Wands and the Fool card. So there is like a new connection coming into your life. You know, whether this is romantic or not, I'm not entirely sure. This is just a personal reading. Like, this is about you and your life and what's unfolding with that Uranus in second house. That could be about changes when it comes to like your work life, because that could be the self-employed house. That can be about changing your possessions, like how you make money, basically. And I think there might be some fears around whether money is coming in. I think with this Infinite Abundance card is they're reassuring you that it most definitely is coming in. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So they kind of want you to focus on this new beginning for how you're bringing in security. I feel like they want you to focus on this new pathway when it comes to how you're creating more financial stability in your life here. So there are changes happening in that area. So as far as your work life goes, so the King of Swords could have been a representation of someone that you're working with as well. So they want you to focus, I think they want you to focus on work, right? It's like focus on work. So focus on what you're creating, focus on work. Saturn energy can be kind of something we put a lot of work and determination and energy into here. Work and determination and energy into, yeah. Just rest assured you're moving forward, and I think you're gonna like the path that's unfolding for you. You might feel uncertain about what's unfolding, but they really want you to remain a child of the divine. Just be open to possibilities, because now's the time for you to be focused on your dreams and for your dreams to come true. Okay. Is there any more advice you want to give to this group in regards to connections? Let's see. Oops. Knight of Swords. Okay, they want you to be cultivating a specific type of mindset. I think focus. Okay, yeah, and we've got Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Whoops. Clarify the Knight of Swords. The Chariot. Okay, so that's progress and movement. Things are progressing. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please. Yeah, I mean, I think you're feeling more attuned. So now's the time for you to, like, you're entering into a place where you're getting more grounded. Like, life is kind of grounding for you. Like, doors are opening, and so you have more of an idea of what's to unfold as it unfolds. So the Knight of Swords can be like my businessman, and the Chariot card can be like victory as well. So I think now's the time for you to just, they want you to get like serious, like get focused on your dreams, your goals, because these are things that you've been wanting to come true for some time. And I think with this woman growing this plant here, Danu, it's like your plant is growing here. Your seeds are starting to grow or pop up. So you might want to focus on what's happening in regards to that. Yeah, I feel like as far as connections are going, or relationships are going, Queen of Cups, you're going to be focused on work. If people do come into your life, it'll be like a natural, you know, I think it'll happen naturally, but this is where they want you to focus. This is what's blowing up in your life right now. It's like work, Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like, listen to your heart. Every time the Queen of Cups comes up, that means listen to your heart, basically. It's like, listen to your heart. They're not telling you anything about like, don't worry about that. It's like, if people do come into your life, any relationship takes work, right? You invest it, you keep watering it. And I feel like with this Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, is like, just keep watering and nurturing or nourishing yourself first. And then when your cup overfloweth, like the Queen of Cups, what else do you have to offer to your people, right? The Queen, she has to fill up her chalice first. She has to, in order for her to be an effective queen. Do what she loves. Do what feels good for her. And then, you know, and also just take care of herself in general. And then You know, all of that is just a natural consequence of her being attuned to her own energy. So this is my blood, sweat, and tears card. I feel like you're being asked to focus on whatever it is that you're creating. For sure. What is the uncertainty about? Can you tell me more about this card, uncertainty, the uncertain card? We have here the World card. Ooh, that might be travel. Seven of Wands. Other people's... Okay, other people. Four of Pentacles, that might be travel, like a new home somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, we have Uranus, so I feel like there's a significant change happening around your, like your foundation. You're creating some kind of new foundation, and with this Judgment card, you're feeling a call to create a new foundation, basically. It could be to create one somewhere else, or to just create a new foundation in general. It's like maybe you're starting a new job, starting a new business, starting a new contract here, and people are just like, what are you doing, right? With that Seven of Wands. With that World card, usually that's like long distance. That could be travel, going somewhere else. And with the Seven of Wands, it's just like, it's your own unique path, right? So it's like, you're not going there because your friends are there, your mom's there, like maybe no one's there. Maybe you're doing something where it's just like, what people, you know, they don't really understand it. Either way, this is about you trusting yourself here. It's like with this World card and Seven of Wands, it's like, just trust yourself. The world is your oyster, and trust how it unfolds. And with that protection energy, I feel like they just want you to know that you're protected on your path. Rest assured, things are going to unfold as they need to. And the King of Swords did pop up earlier. So with this main male energy as well, that could just mean someone is showing up in your life, like a new boss or someone to work with who is going to help guide you and show you the way. And yeah. That could be that. But it's someone who embodies masculine energy, basically go-getter, do it, get it done kind of energy. So that may also be showing up around you. Yep, that's very exciting. So that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely spirit quartz, and this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into your reading. I will pull energies first, meditate with a crystal, unveil your channeled song message, and then unveil your oracle cards, and then pull some tarot, and you'll get to see the cards, the oracle cards, with my camera phone. Guys, dial me into the energies of group number 3, please. Okay, well, I heard V for victory. I was seeing like a V. V for victory. Yeah. I think you're most definitely entering into a place where you're going to feel very relieved in your life. Perhaps you've just been trying to get things to just run smoother in your life, and it just feels like, okay, we're kind of hitting walls here, but it just seems like things are just going to unfold with more ease moving forward. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah, I think for sure that some of you in this group are being swept into a wave. I always like to call it my wave of divinity. But there's something about your energy, they like the guides recommending that your energy relaxes so that you can be available for energy to move with more ease in your life. So sometimes like what causes a lot of issues in our life is we have a hard time surrendering. What does surrender really mean? It means relaxing, right? Not worrying about things. So for one, it's hard for us to get guidance if we're not relaxed. If we're so tense all the time, we can't really get the guidance. 2, if we're so tense, let's say someone was trying to guide you, right? Let's say someone was like, literally they had their, like you were blindfolded, you couldn't see, and they were trying to like guide you. Well, if you're so tense and you're so set on wanting to be fixed in a certain place or have your feet fixed to the ground, they can't guide you. So that's kind of the way universal guidance works for us. It's like we let the universe guide us if by relaxing, releasing resistance, stop fighting it, right? Stop fighting, stop trying to figure it out. We're not here to create solutions, we're here to enact them. So it's like if we get the guidance, then we have the solution. Your job is just to enact it when you get it. When you know something needs to shift, like the energy needs to shift, I need to move, I need to take action. So I'm just being shown that you're being guided, like you're being like, whoo, like you're being swept and moved pretty quickly towards the direction that you need to go in. And they just need you to kind of stay relaxed. So it's just kind of like, okay, you know, kind of like along for the ride energy is what they're needing you to embrace, as opposed to, I want to go this place, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. It's just like, actually just go along for the ride so it'll move a lot easier for you. That's what I'm getting. But I think in general, that's kind of how we're being asked to live our lives. It's just like, go for the ride. Just like, let it pull you, and it will show you where you need to go. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else I can pull from this spirit quartz here. What can I pull from the spirit quartz? Okay. There is some, okay, I'm getting strong like Seven of Wands energy for some of the people in this group. There is some strong progress that is being had in your life. Because I'm seeing a plant grow and it's growing like really quickly. And earlier I was seeing the fast energy. So things are moving at a quicker pace, okay? Things are moving at a quicker pace. Go with it. Go with the flow of it, right? The guidance will be pretty clear. Just move with it. But I'm just getting that things are moving, or you're going to start seeing things grow really quickly. I don't know if that's anything different. I mean, that's what they're showing me. So I think this is a good thing. I think you're just going to be surprised. The outcome you get to something, it depends on what you've been putting work and energy into. Whatever you've been putting work and energy into, it's going to be more fruitful than you're expecting. That's all I know. That's what I'm being shown. Or the fruit is going to appear really quickly. Like really, it's just going to be like, it's just going to be there. So if you're feeling like you're on the edge, or like you're just like, I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I'm just getting this energy. They want you to be rest assured that it's going to flourish. It's going to flourish. Something's flourishing in your life here. Okay, let's see what I get. Yeah, I'm just getting this energy of someone's like sitting somewhere. This is kind of mythical visuals I'm getting. But I'm seeing someone is sitting here. Let's say they're a crystal queen or whatever. They're a crystal queen. They're made of crystals, and their crystals, like they had a normal body before, and then all of a sudden these crystals just grew out of their body. So I think there's something about being resourceful that's coming through. You being resourceful, or you needing to recognize that this prosperity or what's possible, it grows as a result of you. It grows from you. You're the seed, and then the plant, you know, the fruit that comes from the seed is like the resources. Like, let's say you want a home, you want more abundance to show up in your life, you want this, or like, you know, things that you've been desiring for and feeling called to create in your life. The universe is just going to be like, it's going to show you how to feed it, and it's feeding from you. That sounds really weird. But it is like, you're the nourishment. So keep feeding your dreams, feeding it. So like, here's the thing, your dreams are your blueprint. I think sometimes people get overwhelmed with like, what are my dreams? What am I here to do? If you feel called to create something, like you feel so inspired, your heart just swells up, then that's the thing you're being called to create, right? That's the thing you're being called to create. Feed it. Feed it, feed it, feed it, feed it, feed it, feed it, feed it in your mind, feed it in your thoughts, feed it in your journals, feed it when you're just fantasizing about it. Just keep feeding it. Our energy is the number one nourishment, like us, our energy. And then when you take the action, that's us feeding it too. In any way, shape, or form that you can keep feeding your dream, that's what's going to be important. Okay. There's a lot of fruit that wants to come from you. Let's just say it like that. Let's pull cards. Okay. So your channel song is Where We Once Stood. Okay, I don't need to pull up the phone for this one because it's just instrumental. So the song is called Where We Once Stood by Justin. Dang it, can't read my handwriting. I could say Tess or Jet. Oh, Justin Jet. And the EDM artist who collabed with him on this is Nitrin Tiri 05. Okay, I can't read it. Sorry, my handwriting. This song was so peaceful, so beautiful, so full of hope. So there's hope sprouting in your life. Hope, we have here hope, dreams, prosperity, ease, and what's that last word? I don't know. Let's just say flourish. Flow, that's what it says. Flow. Okay. We have here positive and uplifting. There's some kind of graduation happening for some of you guys. Like you're moving on to like a beautiful, significant new chapter in your life. It's like you learned something. You've acquired some kind of knowledge, some wisdom, you've learned something, and you're taking that with you to the next level. Basically, your guides are like, it's time for you to move on. You're at this point now where you know more of who you are. You know more who you are, and you're in this place of acceptance too. So it's the acceptance, it's the going with the flow that's helping you to prosper. I know at times we're called to create, but a lot of people force the energy. There's just something about you accepting yourself, you accepting your nature, you accepting the things that you like, don't like, whatever is going on in your vibe, you accepting all of you is what's helping you to thrive. That's what's feeding your dreams, acceptance. How funny is that? It's just like the easiest thing and the hardest thing, perhaps for a lot of us, for us to do is acceptance. Accept ourselves as we are. I used to have this idea like, maybe I'm just being lazy. I'm not trying hard enough, right? I'm not trying hard enough. Maybe I need to do this or do it like this. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me try being myself. Let me just like commit to me and see what happens. That's what's helping the abundance to flow into your life, is committing to yourself. Very beautiful song. In the album cover, it was a man standing in the ocean. Shallow, it was very shallow, and he was just staring off into the distance. So again, the flow, the water energy is coming through. It's like going with the flow. This is what's going to create more ease in your life. Okay, let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. So we have here we have here Freya, phases and cycles. Strength. The gift of knowing, third eye chakra. This is self-love messages. This is the relationship messages, community. We have here Mars in the 7th house. We have here focus, Artemis. And we also have here prostitute. Nice. Way to end it on the prostitute. Okay. So let's sift through this. So as far as the personal messages go, we have here 8 Cancer, we have here the well. So the well is a source of nourishment. It's a source for which we can go to receive water whenever we need it, right? So it says here true feelings. True feelings, we were talking about acceptance earlier. Acceptance, true feelings. It also says here community and social resources, hidden emotions, deeper meaning. I think this group, you're becoming very more attuned to your true feelings with this 8 and Cancer. And because you're just being honest with the true feeling, you're getting to the core. Because you're getting to the core, you're having available to you more resources with this 8, prosperity and abundance. Perhaps you've had to be more honest about what it is you're wanting to create and do with your life. You're needing to raise your consciousness here. Consciousness when it comes to understanding the relationship to abundance. It says you're provided for. So, and sustenance and support. So you are most definitely being supported by the universe. Know that they are here to help you and show you how you can create that prosperity and abundance more consistently in your life. And really, it's a state of consciousness. It's about a state of consciousness. You will be blown away at what things show up in your life when you just change your state of consciousness. With this Freya phases and cycles, I was picking up on the graduation. We have here, there's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So there are some illusions. You guys have become a lot more conscious of some illusions that were limiting you. They're making you stuck in a certain reality. So it's like we look at certain people, why do they have more money? It's because their level of consciousness when it comes to abundance is different. It's different. But even so, the universe wants us to release a lot of attachment that we have. It causes us to release a lot of attachment that we have to how abundance is created. And I feel like you guys are more open to this here. And it's your third eye chakra, the gift of knowing, that's helped to unlock this for you. So it's like before, maybe you feel like you didn't know, you're very uncertain, you're very overwhelmed with what you're needing to create, what you're needing to do. Whereas now you're like, okay, I've accepted it. I know what I know. I know exactly what I need to know. I believe in myself. And when I follow that guidance, I'm reassured. So I would say if you're ever unsure of yourself, follow the guidance. Try it out. right? Michael Singer did something called the surrender experiment. Why don't you try to surrender? Give yourself a month, 2 months, 3 months, and just see how long can I sustain this surrender. See it as an experiment and just be like, okay, I'm going to be open. Let me play with this idea of surrender. I think a lot of people have a hard time with surrender, but I'm like, have you actually tried it? And have you actually sustained it? If you try it, you might actually be surprised at what happens here. But you guys are ending a cycle of your life of the way that you lived, and most definitely it's the way that you thought of resources and the way that you saw yourself as, being resourceful. Why does resources exist? Resources exist for us. They exist for us. They exist for us. Why do we have the water, the fire, the earth, the air? So we can thrive. It's not like we're the center of the world, but you have to admit, we do have the ability to destroy and create like no other on this planet. And you can make use of those resources. Have you ever just stopped, paused, listened to the guidance? Have you ever asked, hey, universe, what are you guiding me to do right now? How can I bring more resources? They have an answer. They'll give you an answer. And sometimes the answer doesn't come because you're not ready for the guidance, or you're resisting it, or you're not actually sitting, or you're being impatient about when it comes in. But for this group, I feel like that's not what you're doing. I feel like you guys are focused. You guys are more centered and stable in your belief system and trusting in the universe. With this strength card, you're understanding how strong you are. You're understanding that when you lean on your strengths, that you have the capabilities to create and do anything that you want. But it's your third eye here, the gift of knowing, that's going to help you. Here, it says here, wake up to your true self. Wake up to your true self. You got to be honest. If we're lying to ourselves, we're going to keep attracting the things that mirror that reality and sustain the lie that isn't fulfilling, isn't happy, and isn't who we really are. Okay. Yes, so that is your gift. You have the gift of knowing. Use your third eye chakra. That's why it's there. It's not because some people are just magically psychic. No, it's there for all of us to use. Any single person, you can use it to know what you're here to do and trust your own inner guidance. So with the 2 and 3, that adds up to 5. It's about change coming into your life. You got 2 3s here, so progress is happening. Movement, progress, and 2 is about connection or balance, finding more balance within yourself. I think you're feeling a lot more balanced. Maybe before you're feeling really emotionally and mentally unstable and erratic. But I always say attend to your mind, body, and spirit. Actually, I used to say that a lot before when I started my channel, but I got to say it again. Attend to your mind, body, and spirit. Attend to all of those areas. They need your presence. Okay, so as far as connections go, you're definitely getting a level up when it comes to your community. We have here Mars in 7th house. So I think you're on path to meeting and aligning more with your soul tribe and your community of people who are here to help you create success. Mars is very dynamic, go-getting. So now's not the time to get shy. They want you to get focused with this prostitute energy. I think abundance is coming towards you. They want you to be open to, maybe you're going to start charging for your gifts here. Start charging for the gifts that you have. Now that you know that you're resourceful, you're going to start charging for those gifts. And they need you to get focused in working with other people. House 7 is any kind of partnership, not just business partnerships, but it can be any kind of partnership. Whenever someone is in front of you, they are activating your 7th house. They're activating your 7th house. Mars is very attractive energy. So this is I'm ready to be seen in front of people, engaging, talking to people. Now's the time for you to engage, talk with people, communicate, and make your dreams a reality. And perhaps you need a community of people to support you. Maybe this is your clientele. But I'm definitely getting support here. So yeah, get focused on your goals. Prostitute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So maybe you had some limiting beliefs around money that kept you from being able to bring resources in. But this shadow attribute places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. They're saying your self-empowerment, you need to put yourself before money. You, attending to your mind, body, and spirit, need to put yourself above money first, before money. So some people, they're like, okay, I'm gonna make money the priority, but the risk of making money the priority is now you put yourself second. You put yourself second when you're supposed to be first. Or you're so worried, you're so fearful of money, money can't, it's running away from you. So this is about that relaxation energy, like relax, get to it, to Relax. If you guys are interested in dating, I mean, look, you're going to be very focused on like work and accomplishing things and most definitely making connections. But with that Mars in house 7, that does make someone very attractive or magnetic. So just be open to it. It would be, I guess, a fun time to date or connect with people if you're interested in that. You're most definitely going to be having fun. I'm feeling that. Let's go ahead and pull some cards, some clarifiers for this reading, please. We have here Knight of Wands. We have the Star card and Two of Cups. Oh, look, they wanted to talk about connections right away. Right away. Okay, so passionate Star. Okay, cool. I feel like you most definitely have a soul tribe, people or soulmates that are coming into your life here. These people share the same vision as you. With that Star card, I feel like they are about hope and healing and bringing positivity to the world. Star card is also like that Aquarius energy. Is like these people also want to contribute something to the world as well. So this is who they want you to be aligning with. By you just pursuing your passion, pursuing the fire, what lights you up, that's what's helping you. My Knight of Wands is my college frat boy. So what's cool about the college frat boy, you know, I'm thinking more of like a athlete. Right? Wands kind of give me that energy of like someone who can be like an athlete. So they are so focused on their goals. They're more focused on their goals than they are like probably like dating. Okay. With that Knight of Wands energy. With the stars, that does add the Star card, that does add more maturity to it, and the Two of Cups too. But the Knight of Wands, they're so focused on their goal. Like they're so excited. They're so lit and inspired by like what they can create, what they can do, what they can accomplish, that they're not overly self-conscious or worried about other things, right? Like worrying about money, worrying about this, worrying about that. The Wands cards are so confident. They're so confident in themselves. They're so confident in their own ability. So you being confident in your own ability, pursuing your desires, the desire that God put in your heart, the universe, source put in your heart, so that it can show you this is what you do. You listen to those emotions, right? You don't let them run your program, but you let them kind of guide you and kind of show you what's going on. And you have the choice to decide, do I move with this emotion, do something with it, or, do I just like sit with it? I don't know. Do I let it kind of help me navigate what's going on or not? But to me, with that Star card and the Two of Cups, that could most definitely be like soulmate connection coming into your life, or just like a soul tribe of people who are here to kind of support your journey. They're here to be a part of this with you. Very cool. But these people are being divinely guided to your path. Okay. What else would you like to tell me about this reading? Clarifiers. We have here the Hierophant. Tell me more about the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Swords card. Yeah, I think, again, commit to your vision, commit to your desire, commit to your dream, commit to whatever it is that you're wanting to create. Right now, the universe is sending you that guidance. The Six of Swords, it's going to get better, right? We're moving from the darkness to the light. Now's the time for you to feel hopeful, excited. The Hierophant, it's like commit to you, commit to your dream. Queen of Wands is she could be like my comedian, or she's like very confident, someone who lights up a room because they're feeling lit from within. Who lights up a room because they're feeling lit within. We have two people in both of these cards here. So very magnetic. You're in a very magnetic place to bring your dreams into fruition. You're being very much divinely guided on this pathway. The universe is like, it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine right now. It's like, we want to throw money at you. We want to give you opportunities. Now's your time to shine. Be receptive, be confident, be bold. Don't hold back. Be bold. Be bold. Okay, so what advice do you have for this group? Rahu Libra. Oh, Rahu Libra, 11th house. Look at that. They want you to focus on your networking and connections. There are some significant relationships that are coming into your life. This is like destiny. This is like meant to be here. Fated. There's some fated connections that are coming into your life that are here to guide you. They need you to listen to that with that Mars house 7, like, because you're being guided by the people who are around you here. It's like you guys are helping each other out. You guys are each other's guide. So make sure you surround yourself with the right people, a network of people to connect with. You're going to feel the pull here with this Mars energy, you're gonna feel like so like oh my gosh, I'm feeling like I want to connect to people. I'm feeling connected to this group of people. You're gonna feel that pull, and that pull is gonna give you the clarification. These are the group of people I want to work with and network with. Here, tell me more about the North Node and Libra in the 11th house. So there's something about your success that's impinging on the connections you surround yourself with. Okay. Let me get a clarifier for this North Node and Libra in the 11th house. Can you tell me clarification? We got the Tower card. Ooh, it's dramatic. Changes coming into your life. We have here the Five of Cups. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, tell us more about this story. We need to get the full picture. We have your Knight of Swords. The Emperor, and the Four of Wands. Okay. Can you clarify the Five of Cups? Why is this here? The Magician and Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, the Five of Cups sometimes can represent moving on. So sometimes Five of Cups is like regrets or not like when someone's paying attention to the glass half empty. But with the Magician and the Ace of Cups clarifying it, I feel like maybe that's what was stopping you from being able to manifest more of those connections or the opportunities or the life that you felt more connected to, made you feel more at peace with yourself, as you're more focused on what wasn't working than what is or can or what's possible. The sky's the limit. Anything is possible. All the love, all the healing, you know, you want to experience and create within yourself is possible, you know, to experience out here too. So maybe you were just more focused on what wasn't working. I think, you know, with this, I was looking at this, with this 8 Cancer, well, deep meaning and hidden emotions, I think you just have to be really honest with yourself. And that can change our life. It's just being really honest about what makes us happy, what doesn't, because maybe you were needing to do a little bit of a 180 when it came to the community of people you were surrounding yourself with. And it's like, now that you're honest with yourself, the right people are just aligning on your pathway, whereas before it just wasn't happening. So I feel like, yeah, there's a bit of a dramatic change or shift here that's happening. With the phases and cycles, I think you're ready to release that cycle of connections or things that just were not working for you and holding on to that. And maybe some part of you is just like, why didn't I figure this out sooner? And that's the mind. The mind likes to do that. It likes to create all kind of chaos. It likes to tell you, even when things are going good, it likes to tell you, now think about the time that wasn't going good. So just be aware of that. You know, with that Knight of Swords, you might be a little bit of an overthinker in your head about a lot. But now's the time to kind of release those fears and that anxiety about what wasn't working. Now's the time to get focused on your dreams. Now's the time to get focused. Yeah, we got the Emperor and the Four of Wands. So I feel like you are really good at being in a community dynamic. There's something about you need to be in a community here or be a part of it or be leading it. You know, you could have an online platform where you're creating something and people are enjoying it. But they're most definitely pointing out your leadership skills and capabilities is needed in this community. Your guidance, because you're showing up as the Emperor here. But new connections are coming. You're manifesting. And the Magician and the Ace of Cups. So this is things perhaps you've scripted. You said, oh, I would like to be with people who make me feel like my true self. People who are aligned with my true path. Because it just feels easier that way. It would be nice to feel at home with my homies. Feel at home with my homies. Okay, let's get some final piece of guidance for you, group number 3. Leo, Neptune, 3rd house. Nice. Communication might be important, progress, multi-talented. Neptune's about dreams, desires, transcendence, and Leo's about creativity and individuality and individual expression. Yeah. So if you have an individual expression that's wanting to come out, you need to take action on it. Tell us more about this. Whoops. This wanting to come out, which is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, be honest with yourself. Tell me more about the Neptune in the 3rd house in Leo. We got here the 8 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you have felt unfulfilled before, and you've walked away, or you're learning how to walk away from things that don't serve you anymore. We have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles about focusing on your prosperity. We have the 9 of Cups. Oh, I love that. Yeah. So Neptune is about dreams. 9 of Cups is about dreams. They want you to dream. They want you to dream. And they want you to dream that you can be taken care of and have everything that you want. Have your cake and eat it too. Just kidding. Don't do that. But you can have everything that you want. You can be living the lifestyle that just feels so good for you and attuned to you. Like, now's the time for you. With that Leo energy, now's the time to be selfish. They want you to be selfish, okay? I just asked the guides. They gave me the guidance. I followed the guidance, okay? They want you to be selfish. They want you to listen to what you want. Stop putting yourself last. Stop putting yourself last. Put yourself first. With this 9 of Cups, look at that. They're all singing her happy birthday. This is your dream. You want the people who are around you to support your dreams, and you want them to sing you happy birthday. Have some cake. I love cake. Sugar addiction. Yeah, you want people around you to genuinely support you, care about you, believe in your dreams, and you just want to be fulfilled. You want to be fulfilled. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. So yeah, it's like walk away from what no longer is serving you. Keep walking away from those things. Keep doing it, because sometimes we have to like do it in layers. So keep doing it. Keep walking away from things that no longer serve you. Any last bit of advice? We got here the Fool card. New beginning. Time to start a new beginning. So leave the past behind. We don't want that. Hold on, I'm gonna pull again because those cards came out kind of crazy. We have the 3 of Cups. Time for a new community. Yeah, people who support you, people who celebrate you. 5 of Wands. Oh no, clarify the 5 of Wands. So if you're fighting or experiencing any kind of conflict with people, we have your King of Cups. If they're not honoring your emotions, they're not your people. It's just as simple as that. If they don't honor your emotions, they're not your people. Too much energy. We don't have time for that. We need to move. We need to move on. They need to honor your emotions. If they don't honor your emotions, it's a no-go. Yeah, with the 2 of Wands, maybe you're having to make choices between this or that. It's like you either choose your happy new beginning future, being in the community. Neptune in the 3rd house can be about community as well. I think you want to be a center of attention in your community. Maybe you just like attention, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little bit of attention. If you want to be the center of attention, at times, Leos are cool. They share the spotlight too. They do. They know how to share the spotlight. They're actually very good at that. So yeah, just watch for that. Watch for that conflict. If you feel like this or that, listen to your emotions, honor how you feel. That's what you're needing to do. You're stronger than you think. If you feel like I'm not capable, yes, you are. Queen of Wands, you're powerful. You have the capability to create, manifest anything that you want. Wands energy are the most, Wands and honestly Cups are probably the most powerful manifestors because they know how to magnetize things to them. Like, bam! Pentacles are very good at working for things and grounding it into reality and sustaining it in reality. They're the ones who would build the empires. They would build crazy success. But the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, or, Cups and Wands are just like, now! I want it now. Yeah, there's some Leo energy coming through for this group very strong. We have the Strength card and we have the Queen of Wands. You got a bit of Leo perhaps in your chart. Might want to check that out. But wherever the Leo is in your chart, it's being activated. Okay, now it's your time to be the star, center of attention in your community, loved and loving. Loved and loving. What you give is what you get. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely black obsidian, then this is... Oh! Did I call this the black obsidian? This is the black tourmaline. Sorry. That is not obsidian. That is tourmaline. If you chose this black tourmaline, then this is going to be the reading for you. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. Pull energies, meditate with a crystal, unveil your channeled message song, and then pull your oracle cards and then pull some tarot. Let's do it. Guides, tell me into the energies of group number 4, please. Okay. Well, I was seeing a point. pointing up. Pointing up. Time to move. Look up, move forward, move on. Progress. Let's go. Focus. Get to the point. Yeah, wherever you're pointing your arrow is where they want you to point your arrow. So you're being asked to point your arrow to focus on the direction it's moving in or wants to go in. Yeah, I think you're, if you feel like you've been needing some assurance about your pathway and what you've been wanting to create, the assurance is coming. Yes, like it's here. And I think the thing is the assurance is always there, you know, when we want to listen. So it's just a matter of like, are you listening to the guidance that's coming towards you? I feel like you guys are feeling a lot more self-assured with your pathway, and you just need to continuously trust it. Here. Okay, anything else that wants to come through? I don't know why I'm seeing a rainbow, but yeah, I was seeing a rainbow. All the colors. It's making me think of, you know, back in science class when they had the crystal or the prism or the white glass, and you shine the light through and you get all of the rainbow colors. I think that's you. I think that's your life. I think you have a light that's radiating from you, and it's pointing into you and towards you, and what's coming out is a whole freaking rainbow. It's a whole rainbow. Yeah, all the colors. I'm like, why just be one thing? That's so boring. I'm not talking about, okay, you know how people, okay, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, I think life is about experiencing a spectrum. It's like, why were we given all of these motions? Why is never one moment never the same? Why do we age? It's because we're not supposed to be the same at any point in time in life. It's like, we're so busy wanting to hold on to the past or what was, when we don't realize that now is the best thing ever. Now is a new one of a kind, never going to happen, ever exist in this at any point in time in life ever again. The now is the most special moment of all. It's like, what's happening right now with you in your body? I wonder. Okay, let's see what the black tourmaline is. I'm just channeling your energy. Let's see what the black tourmaline wants to say. Group number 4. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I was seeing a stingray, but it's also like a woman. Looked like she was wearing a coat of some sort, and she was holding her hands out, and she was spinning while also hovering into a light. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I think you guys are you're in a place where you're ready to feel good. You do feel good. You feel more, you're being called to feel more confident, stand out. What else? Confidence, stand out. What else? I don't know. I was getting like wise soul. I'm getting like you're the wise soul, or like wise, like I'm getting kind of like priestess energy. So I feel as though perhaps some people are seeing you as a priestess, or they're getting this energy of like a priestess from you, like someone who's confident, bold, wise. They're enjoying your energy, your vibe. The stingrays go with the flow, sea creatures. They're very chill. They won't sting you for nothing unless you're in their way. But maybe that's good, you know, with this black tourmaline. It's like, maybe it's good to embrace your dark side a little bit. You know, when people do step on your toes, you step on back. Just kidding. If people step on your toes, you tell them get off, right? You don't just let them step on your toes. But I think there's something about knowing your worth, and exercising that by letting people know what your boundaries are and letting them know that's not okay. Or sometimes silence is golden when you disapprove, but you just stare at them. You just they're like, oh my God, she disapproves. But sometimes less is more, right? Less is more. I'm kind of getting that from you. Maybe you're at this point in your life where you're feeling like less is more. I don't need to do all of that, do this, do that. I don't need to create drama to make a point. I don't need to try to persuade people or make a lot of noise to make a point. I just believe in myself. I accept myself. I accept what I believe in. And therefore, that shows my strength, my power, capabilities. Okay, let's see what I can see in the black tourmaline here. I'm seeing someone like on fire. Okay. It's a good fire. It's not creepy, but they're holding their hands out and they're on they're lit up. What can I say to that? There might be something about performance coming in or just attention, or I think you're entering into a space in life where you're okay with getting attention. Maybe before you're very avoidant about it. You're like, I don't want attention. Don't put the spotlight on me. Don't. Nah. But now you're entering into a place where you're like, yes, see me. Because I was seeing the woman in the light. Yes. So I think you're letting the light shine on you, even with that prism and the rainbow. How can we see all the rainbow colors unless the light isn't shining into it? So there's something about you being more comfortable with letting the light shine on you. I think that's definitely guidance coming from your guides. Let the light shine on you. Be comfortable with it, because out of it comes a whole freaking rainbow, and people get to look at that thing and be like, a rainbow. And that's what happens. I think sometimes we demonize attention. It's like when you give people like, do you see what people do when they get attention? Like, it's not even about getting attention. Do you see what people do when it's a combination of like being in the spotlight, getting that pressure, but then just like shutting your mind up for a minute and just going with the magic in the moment, seeing what happens in the moment. Things just happen, and it just feels great sometimes. And it's like, I'm okay with being weird. I'm okay with being seen, on fire. Think what you may. I just know that it feels good for me. So I think you're at a point now where you're just like, because it feels good for me, I'm going to do it. It's not because of what other people think. I'm in the spotlight because I like it, because it just feels good. I like feeling good. Not because I need it. It just feels good. Yeah. But that's the point you're at right now, is like being okay with attention coming to you. Confidence. Yeah, this black tourmaline can be about confidence and believing in yourself. It's about also being attuned to your shadow side as well. The like dark feminine energy in us, that magnetic energy. We all have that in us. And it's not about trying to manipulate it, but it's about accepting it. We have it in us. It wants to be expressed, and it can be expressed in a way that's very healthy. Your sensual, your feminine, sensual, creative energy. Let it come out. Okay, let's move on to your cards. Okay, so your channeled song is Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Miss Lauryn Hill. So this is a incredible remix, one of the best remixes ever done. You know, when people remix a song and I don't know if you want to call it a remix or redone or retake, but sometimes people do it and you're like, it's okay, but she did it right. Miss Lauryn Hill did it right. It was so funny. I was on Spotify and I was like, why is she called Miss Lauryn Hill? You know, versus just Lauryn Hill. But that's what she wants to be called. She can do what she wants. If anyone's a good example of confidence and shining in the spotlight, it's Miss Lauryn Hill. I love this song. So we have here, you're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. To warm... Okay, I'll read the words. To warm the lonely night, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby. Don't bring me down, I pray, oh, pretty baby. Now that I've found you, stay. And let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Okay. And then it just repeats. Yeah, listen to the song. It's a much better interpretation than my performance that I just gave you. So... what I love about this song, I mean, it's so romantic. It's so romantic. I mean, it's most definitely, it's very like textbook romance, and it's very infatuation for sure. But it's fun, you know. I think, you know, you're being lit on fire, and you're in a place right now where you're going to be very magnetic to a lot of different people, perhaps. This could be about dating. This could be about romance. This could be about friendship. There's no specifics I think that you have to focus on. What's more important is like open your heart, right? Open your heart. And opening your heart, to me, that's also, I think, connects really well to the symbology of the light coming through and the rainbow being seen. It's like when we're radiating, that's when we are like feeling the most confident in ourselves. So I think this is a really good time. I'm like, hey, if you feel called to date, enjoy it. Enjoy it, or just enjoy the attention. Enjoy the attention. Nothing wrong with that. But from the song, I also got this energy of answered prayers. So, whether you're connecting with other people or, you're focusing on yourself, either way, it's like you giving yourself that energy and nourishing yourself and having fun is what's helping other people to enjoy their life too. So just kind of acknowledge that. Acknowledge like, oh, okay, I get to uplift people too. I get to make them feel excited too. And I think that's important. Okay, let's unveil the cards. Castle. So the top part is like the self-love advice, and then the bottom is the relationship advice. Yeah. God, I love it when that card comes out. Okay. I love this. So this is exactly what I was picking up. It's like you're going to be in a place where you're feeling more seen, right? On top of the world, flag, achievement, recognition. Not only that, it's like letting recognition come to us sometimes. It's like that's the part I think that we struggle with. It's like, how can we get that if we don't let it in or we don't receive it? But most definitely what they're wanting you to embrace is feel like you can capture the flag. With that 6 Aries, it's like you are on the top of the world. You can do it. You can capture it. You can create it. You can be the winner if you want, because plans are coming to fruition. King of the mountain here, feeling on top of the world. With this castle, I feel like they have recognition twice here. So I think recognition most definitely is coming towards you here. We got the castle. That's pretty cool. I think that's a really good acknowledgement from whoever is giving you recognition here. It's significant, I would say. This is like a really good for the pride or whatever you want to call it. Really good for the validation of like, am I doing good? Most definitely, yes, you are. So we have here 6 Sagittarius and we have here 6 Aries. And both of the 6s are actually about following your heart. And actually 3 and 3 here add up to 6, which is also about following the heart. So it's like if you trust yourself, if you follow your own guidance, if you trust your heart, you can create what you want here. So with this beauty here, that's also allowing yourself to radiate in your own beauty. I was seeing the rainbow here. You get the mermaid. And mermaids are like sirens, right? Very magnetic energy. How do we tap into that is we understand that we have it, right? Even with this Don Juan too. We'll go to that later. But actually, I think we can use it now. It says here, spotlights your positive seductive qualities. So it's like, it's not always just a negative thing. Sometimes people think of it as such, but it can actually be something that we all have it, right? We're all human. We all have it. This is part of our nature. And it's like when you flow with the nature of your own energy, it just radiates naturally. I think this is also about self-acknowledgement too. This is about acknowledging your own inner beauty and outer beauty and being okay with it. Like I always tell people, beauty is an experience. It's not like you need to look perfect. No, it's like, it's an experience. It's like how you feel. That's the number one thing, because that determines ultimately how people perceive you. It's like, if you're confident in what you have going on, then people can feel that. They can pick up on that. With this 25 soul lesson presence, crown chakra too, perhaps you're picking up on that energy, or you're getting those downloads, you're getting this sense for how it is you can be more in tune with your own nature. Presence, right? Presence is about being more attuned to the present moment. Wasn't I just talking about that? Was it with this group or was it another group where I was talking about being present? But I think you're just feeling a lot more present. And it says here soul lesson. Soul lesson is like if you're present for what's happening in the moment, this moment is what's special. It's what's amazing. Allowing yourself to shine. And I think that's what people focus on, is they focus on like, this moment is significant. What can I do? What can I make of this moment? If you focus on the moment, then now it feels special. If you're focused on the future, you're focused on the past, well, now you're worried about things that you don't need to be concerned about. And with the divine director, intervention, and purpose, divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided and happiness is your purpose. This is trusting that you can create more of what makes you happy in your life. To me, with this 5 and 2, which connects to 7, divinity, and with their soul lesson presence, crown chakra, and the divine, to me, getting more attuned with your inner divinity is what's empowering you and what can empower you. And perhaps you're learning this and you didn't realize that this is something that you had. So as far as connections and relationships go, I mean, this is interesting with the 37 poverty. I feel like that's just like a 5 of cups card or 5 of pentacles. So it's like a lack mentality you have around anything. It could be anything, but because we have the sun card and water showing up, it might be the lack of what showed up in your life was maybe in direct connection to the lack of what you can create too. And I always tell people, attune to your inner reality first so that you can create more of your outer reality. So it's like, if you want clarity on what you're wanting to create, then you have to get more attuned to what you're feeling with yourself. Like, what are your emotions pulling you towards? Are you interested in this? If you want to feel more confident about your decision making, then you have to listen to what you're actually feeling called to do or called not to do. Again, the sun card, so letting yourself radiate. So as far as connections go, it's like you're the sun, right? So you're kind of pulling in that energy towards you because you're also listening to your emotions. And to me, Mama Kotra is about the seasons and the cycles. The seasons and the cycles. It's like we follow the cycles of life. We're not trying to force things. And I always say, like, our nature as people, as humans, is like we're not just one thing. We have a spectrum to us. And that also takes me back to the spectrum of light when it came to like Newton's laws and whatever I was talking about with the crystal and the rainbow. Like the spectrum. You have a spectrum within you. There's a whole thing, a vast expression of you that wants to come out. And if you listen to that flow, then now we're not feeling so stressed out about needing to be something at a certain point in time. And with this Duanhan spotlights your positive seductive qualities, if you go and flow, this actually makes you more magnetic and attractive. So I think this is a really good time to just let yourself shine and be seen. And 3 and 3, 33 is the Ascendant Master number. So I feel like you've graduated to the level of understanding, learning how to master more of your emotions. Like that's like the level you're at now. It's mastering more of your own emotions. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull cards and then we'll move forward. Okay, clarity in this reading, please. Page of Cups. 10 of Swords. Okay, so like immediately I'm getting this energy. You know how sometimes we're told like we can't play or life isn't fun anymore because it gets so serious. I feel like that's the thing that you're healing here with the 10 of Swords and the Page of Cups. It's like, you know how we're told sometimes like, oh, you can't do that. You can't just have fun. That you can't make money off of that. Those are the like self-defeating thoughts that we have that kind of get in our own way. And then it causes us to not trust our own intuition here. So you're healing that. It's like you're letting your inner child out. You're letting it play and you're allowing yourself to be more expressive. So I always tell people, like, if you want to overcome that fear of not being able to express yourself, just practice it somewhere. just start doing it. And most definitely find an audience, because that will give you the majority of your confidence. And it doesn't matter if people are receptive to it or not, just keep doing it, because it's a huge boost of confidence to know that we can put something out there, let people see it, and not be afraid of like failure. It's like whether people are receptive to or not, it's just like keep doing it, because then you'll get more attuned to that. Just like express yourself in spite of what people have to say, whether it's going to be a success or failure. I would say get yourself out of that mindset of success or failure, because it's very black and white, and most people don't succeed unless they keep trying to do something over and over until they get better at it. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more clarification for this. But I think you feel more free to just do whatever it is you feel called to do. You know, if you're a 9 of Pentacles, so that again is about like success, wealth here, and being able to create financial stability. You can create financial stability out of anything that you set your mind to. It just kind of depends on your ability to create it, right? How much are you investing into yourself? And if anything, with that 9 of Pentacles, right, she invests more into herself than she's investing into, I don't know, the business, right? She has more, I mean, maybe she's keeping that for a rainy day. But it's like you want to make sure that you're investing into yourself. That has to be a part of your mentality before it gets to show up. If you don't invest into yourself, right, attend to that self-care, self-love, if you don't invest into yourself, then that just becomes the normal, right, the norm. And then we just start attracting opportunities and experiences that just mirror how we feel about ourselves. Okay. What would you like to let this group know? 10 of Wands. Yeah. Tell me more. Yeah, now it's time to end it. Like, this is the time to end the cycle. I mean, if you feel like you've been holding on to things, they definitely want you to let it go. Hold on to that excessive obligation or responsibility or anything that just feels like a burden in your life. It's like, how are we supposed to levitate, right? Like I'm seeing a woman floating. How are you supposed to levitate if you're holding on to the weight that's carrying you down or pulling you down? It could be your thoughts. It could be what's happening physically. Clarify the 8 of Wands. And we have your 5 of Swords. Yeah, so it's like, sometimes it's like mental distress. Sometimes it's feeling like we have to prove a point or prove ourselves right or prove someone wrong with that 5 of Swords. That's about walking away from an argument we can't win. If you feel defeated, it's probably resistance. And if you go towards resistance, you're just going to get more resistance. And it's going to drag you along. Right? So there's no movement in that space. Okay. Let me get some final advice for you. Cancer, Saturn, first house. Yeah. To me, with the Saturn, Cancer, and the first house, it's about acknowledging your own emotions and stabilizing them as well. So this is also maturity as well. How do we stabilize our emotions or we acknowledge them? So if we ignore them, then things start to become like built up, pent up energy. Cancer is about caring for yourself or feeling at home within yourself as well. Saturn may also be about work responsibility. So I think in terms of wanting to create, let's say you're wanting to create some more prosperity for yourself, then I would say that with that Saturn in the first house, it's like what you want, right? So your emotions are directly, sometimes we like to think we can compartmentalize ourselves or our life, but we can't. It's like our emotions do affect are poured into what we do. So it's like if we don't feel energized creating something, then it's going to work against you. But if you feel good about it, if you like it, if you enjoy it, then it's going to work in your favor. So it's like acknowledge the emotions first, acknowledge how you feel, then create it. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. But I think you're just becoming a lot more mature when it comes to your emotions. Judgment. Final piece of advice. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys in this group are like very creative. You guys are very creative. With that Judgment, that's the call, right? It's about listening to the call. Guidance, soul lesson, presence, crown chakra, guidance. You're getting guidance. What do you do with the guidance? You follow your heart, right? At those 6s. What are you feeling called to create? And then you stay consistent. You learn the ins and outs of whatever it is that you're passionate about, and you see what comes of it. Here. Queen of Pentacles. And you never have any shortage of ideas. There's never a shortage of inspiration, of ideas, of what you're wanting to create. It just keeps unfolding. So Pentacles, that's always about building a solid foundation, right? You have that ability to do so. So there may be something you really feel called to create, but you have to build a solid foundation. Saturn is about discipline and hard work, right? Saturn. If you discipline your emotions, then you also are disciplined with your ability to create consistently too. Right? If your emotions are like up and down, you're all over the place, and it's like, how can you feel consistently inspired? Right? So it's like stabilize your energy first, and then you can feel the stability to create or be consistent with whatever it is that you are creating. And also be committed to it. I think just be committed to the path as well. Okay. What would you like to let this group know? Final bit of advice. Hierophant. Okay. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes we have it a little bit backwards. Like we commit to like what we're wanting that has nothing to do with like something that makes us happy, like a pay grade or promotion or something. If we actually commit to like what makes us happy, then that becomes first priority. That should become first priority. You know how people sometimes they ask like, when am I going to be happy? When am I going to feel good? Well, it's when you commit to it, when you commit to the vision. If you commit to the vision and you choose it, it's a choice, right? If you choose it and you're consistent with it and you commit to the vision, then you get to experience it. Otherwise, it's like, how can you experience it without the commitment? Okay. Clarify this energy, please. Some Pentacles. And 4 Pentacles. So I feel like there's an opportunity coming towards you in order for you to build a solid foundation. We were just talking about that, right? Here, whether this is insight for you with this crown chakra energy, for you to be like, I got a brilliant idea. Or this is something like an opportunity coming towards you. This is an opportunity for you to build a solid foundation, to commit to the vision that you've always wanted for yourself in terms of what makes you happy here. Now's the time. They're saying now's the time to commit to it, to bring it to fruition. Bring it to fruition. Okay, so I'm just going to do final piece of guidance and I'm going to end it. We have here first house again. Pluto. First house. Capricorn. Okay, they really want you to know. So like Pluto Capricorn. So there is a shift in a shift happening in your career field. Okay, Capricorn is great because that's about long-term success, stability. It's also about status, right? So what makes Capricorn successful is that they focus more on the goal than they are focused on the reward, the merit of what they can achieve. Like they're more focused on like, I want to commit to the long-term goal. So I feel like you are maturing. Again, maturity is coming through for you guys very strongly. You guys are maturing in what you see or what you envision for yourself. And you're going through your own personal transformation. Like Pluto is about transformation, death, and rebirth. It's like leaving the behaviors or situations behind that didn't serve us. Let that go. Move on to the new beginning. Create a new beginning for yourself, where you see yourself more as someone who has the ability. All right, with the Queen of Pentacles, someone who it could be passionate about what they do, but also has the ability to create or manifest whatever it is that they desire to do for themselves. Here. So I think you've had to let go of maybe some old mentalities you've had about money, finances, lack mentality that have not served you. It's like release that. Okay, let me get a clarifier for this as well. Clarify the Pluto Capricorn at first. 8 of Swords. Yeah. Some of you guys have felt trapped when you're like, I don't know what to do. And you have to go within. Honor your emotions. Honor yourself. Spiritual self, emotional self, all of it. You have to honor yourself, honor your emotions, your desires, and your fears too. It's like you feel fears. We feel fears. It's natural. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't have fear. It's like that's not going to help you. It's like, yeah, you've had some fears perhaps around finances and what you're capable of, but if you honor that and you say, okay, these are my honest fears. Okay, now what can I do, or what am I feeling needs to be released. You're releasing that. This is a release. Letting go of those fears. Officially. And also trusting more of that inner guidance that does come towards you as well. Okay, final bit here. Yeah. With the 9 of Wands, that's about resistance. Path of resistance. I think you're realizing what was causing you that fatigue or the resistance that wasn't working toward You were trying so hard to make it work, trying so hard to figure it out, let it go. We're not here to solve our problems. We're here to enact the solutions. Trust the guidance. Okay. Yeah, and I'm hearing like learning from failure. You know, failure really is just redirection, and it's like, it's good. The people who have failed the most have learned the most. The people who have failed the most have learned the most. And I'm telling you, all those people are probably grateful for the times where they made mistakes because they realized, not doing that again. They realized what didn't work, and they realized where not to waste their time or where not to drain their energy. What they had to change. And for you, it's like your self-image, yourself, the way you see yourself, your thoughts. You had to change how you perceive yourself, how you perceive your life. In order to shift, like if I'm going to move in a new direction, I'm going to create a new reality, I have to shift this here. What's going on here? What's the reality I'm creating in here? That's tying me to what's not working. Okay. Anything else you need this group to know about their pathway unfolding here? I feel like I just need a final piece of the items here. 8 of Wands. 9 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so watch your mind. I know sometimes our mind can just, it keeps running around stories in our head about what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. If you release that anxiety, that's probably the thing. Again, your thoughts, excessive thinking about like fears is what's keeping you trapped. You have to let that go. Because if you let your fear run the program, it runs the program. If you let your anxiety run the program, it runs the program. It gets to decide, like when you get to feel happy, when you get to feel good. Does that feel good? Okay, can you clarify anything else you want this group to know? Ooh. World card. Clarify the 9 of Swords. Oop. 2 of Cups and Ace of Wands. New beginning. Yeah, new beginning, new connections, new chapter, new you. In the World card. To me, this is almost like a reinvention card. It's like this card of, you're a whole new person, even though that's not quite how it works, right? But I always say it's about layers. It's like when you change or transform, it's about the layers, right? So it's like us becoming more comfortable in our own skin is the transformation versus trying to become something, trying to do this, trying to do that. That's like exhausting. But yeah, there may be some fears about like changes are happening in your life. It's be open to it. Like, this is exciting. I'm getting a lot of good vibes, good energy from you guys. So it's like, let the changes happen. Go with the flow with it. Get excited for all of this new inspiration. Release the old. If you're being called to travel, go somewhere, move somewhere different. Follow your inspiration. Follow it. Because I'm telling you, that's what's showing you the way. Your inspiration. Your creative expression. Okay. Sorry, it was a little awkward. I had someone come, so it was a little awkward. I was trying to like finish your reading and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so personal. Anyways, what I wanted to end on, or I wanted to add into your reading with this Don Juan. So if you remember, the song was Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Being comfortable with being seen, being witnessed, especially as feminines. This is something that takes effort. It takes confidence to build that. Be willing to be seen and to not make it like this weird sort of thing. So it's like seduction can be positive in terms of like pulling people in towards you or to you. And it's part of our nature. It's part of our human nature that we express this, that we show people this aspect of ourselves. That's a way for you to express your sensual energy in a way that is actually healthy, is through kind of pulling people towards you, towards your innate ability to seduce them. So if you think about seduction is like your ability to pull people in, right? And I honestly feel like my perspective of seduction is like being very comfortable with yourself, being very comfortable with your sensual side, and being very comfortable with expressing your sensual side, not sexual. So sensual, sometimes people get sensuality and sexuality mixed up, right? They make it about like sex, like sexualized, but really it's all about like sensual energy, and sensual energy is very fluid, like this mama kocha. It's very fluid. It's very expressive. And if you think about like our spectrum, the way that we express ourselves, we have a whole spectrum. We have a sensual side. And when you suppress that, it doesn't feel good. And I think women, especially at some point, they have this innate desire to want to express their sensual side, but they're suppressing it, and it doesn't feel good to suppress it. So the way that you use it is you tap into your beauty, you tap into the experience of beauty, right? Just feeling confident with expressing your beauty. When do you feel the most beautiful? Honestly, whenever you feel the most beautiful is probably the beautiful experience that you're giving to people. It's like when you feel beautiful, you're giving people the experience of beauty. That's how it works. It's like when you feel beautiful, you're giving people the experience of beauty, and they get to flock to you and admire and enjoy your energy and enjoy your vibes. But this is what we do for each other. You know, if you think of a supportive group of friends, you would be like, oh, hey girl, you looking good today. You know, it feels good to support other women expressing their sensual side, their sensual energy. Anyways, I think that's what I wanted to end on, but you guys are on your way. Just be confident, trust in your heart. And that sensual creative energy, usually there's some fire involved, right? We have the Sagittarius, we had Aries, but there's still like a spark of passion, right? Follow that spark of passion within you. So, you know, in terms of really questioning and knowing what kind of experience do I want to give to people, or what am I giving to people, I'm like, just follow your natural spectrum, whatever wants to come out. Obviously, the sensual side to you, as well as the compassionate, fluid side to you wants to come out as well. Like, you have different parts of yourself. These are the parts of yourself that want to come out and they want to express themselves. Let them express themselves. If you suppress anything, it becomes unhealthy, because energy is supposed to move. So if you have this driving passion to express yourself, let it flow freely. Let it flow freely. Okay, so that's officially going to be the end of your reading. I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you for staying for this final part. It was a long reading, but all in all, I'm really excited for what is unfolding in your guys' journey. You are that magical prism, that rainbow, that spark that the world needs to experience, be seen. This is what wants to be expressed through you. Let it come out. You have 2 6s, 2 7s about divinity, divine connection, divine guidance. You're getting it. Use it. Inspiration, ideas. Okay, that's going to be the end of it. Thank you guys. Bye.